So inside create board model, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and import the use state hook from React. We're going to import use mutation. This is coming from convex/React. We're going to import the API, import API from //convex/generated/API. And then we're going to import some TsbSankara components which we have not yet installed. So we're going to import the dialog component, the dialog content, the dialog header, and the dialog title. This is all coming from /UI/dialog, which we don't yet have. And then we're also going to import the toast component from Sonar XO, which we installed. Now let's go ahead and install the dialog components of Control J, and then inside our third terminal here, we're going to say pnpx shardcn add dialog. And then as that is installing, we can go ahead and continue building out our application. So create board model text in the is open prop, and then the on close and on board created, and then the theme as well. Now once we have that, then we're going to say const name and set name. This is going to be equal to use state. By default, it is going to be an empty string, and const create board is equal to use mutation, and we're going to pass in API the boards.create. So we need to have this function as well. And then const handle submit is going to be an asynchronous function taking the synthetic event of E, and we're going to say e.prevent default. And then if there is no name.trim, then simply return. Otherwise, we're going to say const board is equal to, is equal to await. Oh my God, I can't type this. I don't know, it feels as though Z is lagging just a bit. That's how it feels. So await create board, and then open this up, and this is going to take in the name as name.trim, which we're getting back from our state value. And then outside of this, once we create the board, then we want to reset the values. So we're going to say set name back to an empty string, and then call the on close function to close the dialog, and then call the on board created function, and then pass in the board, and then have the toast.success message showing curly brackets, not curly brackets, sorry, but backticks, and then board, and then $ curly bracket, name of the board. What is this? Name of the board created, just like that. So board, like, I don't know, board groceries created, something like that. Now for our return, we're going to go ahead and return the dialog component. So dialog component, which takes in the open prop, and this is going to be equal to the is open, and then on open change, which is going to handle how our dialog appears, is going to be equal to the on close function. And then inside here, we're going to show this should say dialog, not div, dialog. Inside here, we're going to show the dialog content, and this is going to have a dynamic class name. So max width -md, and then rounded -xl, border, and then shadow -large, and then $ curly bracket. If the theme is triple equal to dark, and this should be inside double quotes to dark. If that is true, then you want pg slate -950, and then border slate -800, and text slate -100. Otherwise, we want to have pg white, then border slate -200, and text slate -900. Just like that, and then close this out. And then inside the dialog content, we're going to have dialog header, and dialog header is going to have dialog title. Dialog title is going to have a class name of text XL, and then exclamation to mark it as important, then font -semi-bold. Inside the dialog title, we're simply going to say create new board, and then we're going to go below. What is this? We are missing the dialog header closing. So dialog header. Now below the dialog header, we're going to have a form here, and this form is going to have an auto submit which is going to be calling the handle submit function that you've just created above. And it is going to have a class name of space on the y of 5 and then margin top of 2. Inside this form, we're going to have div, and then inside this div, we're going to have a label, and this label is going to have a class name which is dynamic. So block and then text dash sm font dash medium margin and bottom of 2 and then dollars and curly bracket if the theme is triple equal to dark. If that is true, then we're going to say text slate dash 300 slate dash 300. Otherwise, we're going to say text slate dash 700 and then close this out. And this is simply going to say the board name. And then below the label, we're going to have an input here. And this input is going to be a type of text. It is going to have a value of name and an on change here. So on change, we're going to call E, and we're going to say set name. Oops, what is that? Set name into e.target.value. And then the placeholder for this is going to say e.g. web design, and the placeholder can be anything that you want it to be. And then the class names for this is going to be dynamic. So open this up once again, width dash full, padding on the x of 3, padding on the y of 2, rounded dash large, and then border. Then on focus, we can say focus, outline dash none, and then on focus, ring dash 2, and then transition, and then dollars and curly bracket. If the theme is triple equal to dark, if that is true, we're going to say bg slate dash 900, and then border dash slate dash 800, text slate dash 100, placeholder dash slate dash 500, and then on focus ring dash purple dash 400. Otherwise, we're going to say bg dash white, then border dash slate dash 300, text slate dash 900, placeholder slate dash 400. Then on focus, we're going to say ring dash purple dash 500, just like that. And then we're going to set it to required. And that is almost our entire form. Now we're going to go below this div, and we're going to have a button here with a type of submit. And this button is going to have some dynamic class names, but the text for the button is simply going to say create bot. Now the class names for the button, we're going to say width dash full, padding on the y of 2, rounded dash large, and then transition. And then on focus, we're going to say outline dash none. And then on focus, we're going to say ring dash 2. And then dollars and curly bracket if the theme is triple equal to dark. What have I done here? Okay, so if it's triple equal to dark, then we're going to say bg dash purple dash 500, text dash white. Then on hover, bg dash purple dash 600. Then on focus, we're going to say ring dash purple dash 400. Then otherwise, we're going to say bg dash purple dash 600, text dash white. And then on hover, bg dash purple dash 700. Then on focus, ring dash purple dash 500. Just like that. We can now save that, and now that is our entire create board model. Let's go ahead and shift F5, reload this, and you can see that now we are no longer getting the text of the create board model. But now if I click this, then we have our board model right there. Now I can go ahead and try to create a new board here, but it is going to fail because we don't have the function in Convex. So let's go ahead and create this function right here in Convex, and we are calling it where? In the handle submit. So back inside Convex and then inside boards, we're simply going to go to the top, and then I'm going to say export const create, which is going to be a mutation. Open this up, and this takes in the arguments here and takes in the name as v.string. So v.string. And then for the handler function, this is an asynchronous function taking the context and the arguments. And then we're going to go ahead and copy this part up to here, copy and paste it. And then instead of returning an array here, we're going to say return throw new error. and then pass in user not found. And then below this, we want to go ahead and get all the boards for the user. So we're going to say const boards is equal to await context.db.query, and we are querying the boards table. We are querying it with index of by underscore user. So querying it by each unique user. And then for our callback function, we're going to say q.eq and then pass in user ID and compare it with the user dot underscore ID. That should be correct. And then dot collect to get all the boards. And then below this, we're going to say const max order. So the maximum order of the board. So const max order is equal to math.max. And then pass in spread out the boards.map. And then for every board that you get back, we are calling it B. We're going to say B.order or set it as 0. And then outside of this, comma -1. And then const board ID is equal to await context.db.insert. And we are inserting into the boards table. And what are we inserting? We're inserting the name of the board as arguments name. We're inserting the user ID as user._ID. We're inserting the order as max order +1. So to always increase it so that you don't have two boards with the same order. And then created at is going to be date.now, just like that. And then below this, we are simply going to go ahead and say return await context.db.get and then pass in the board arg ID, like so. Now you can save that and then Control J, always confirm that this is working. You can see that when we tried to submit it without creating this function, it gave us this error. But now if we go ahead and create board, then you can see that now a new board has been created, and this is the initials. And you also saw our toaster component. However, this is not what I wanted it to be. Let's create another board here. Let's call it React Topics. And then create board. Now you can see that when the active board has been selected, then it is styled out differently. And then you can select the boards that you want. However, this is not what I expected it to be, because this should only show up when the sidebar has been hidden. So when you hide the sidebar, when it is shrunk down like this, that's when we want to show the initials. And then when it is opened up, we want to show the full names of the board. So let me go ahead and figure out why this is showing as it is showing. And then I've also just noticed that we are not saying the correct thing here, but our light mode toggle, as you can see, is working. So let me go ahead and figure out these two things, and then we can continue with the video. And we have a third error here, which is initialize default columns. And this is, we don't have this function yet. That's the reason why. So we're going to be creating that function as well. So let's ignore this for now. So the first thing to fix is in our theme toggle, we have the sun and then the button right here, and then the div and then the moon. So right here on this div, we're going to give it a color of BG white, so that when we save it, then our toggle is now going to appear right there, much better. Okay, so I've finally solved the other issue that we have, and the issue is right here. So let me show you where you can find it. So where we are displaying the boards, so all boards, and then the button, we have the DND context, and we have the bottom up, so the sortable board item. The is collapse is always set to true, so we need to set this part to false, because this is the part that is showing the larger sidebar, the width of 72. So that now when you save that, then it now shows the sidebar icons, and you can see that you have our draggable thingy right here, and it is already draggable, as you can see. And we also have our delete icon here. So when I click on this, it shows the yes or no right there. If you click on yes, it deletes it. If you click on no, then it goes back to that. So you can try to rearrange them. You can see that the rearrangement should work. It's not working. Well, that's annoying. Let's check our convex. Let's check the boards, because now we should have two boards and the order is still there, but they both have an order of 1. Let's create a new board. Let's say test, create it. And then there's something we are doing wrong in the boards. Okay, once again, I found the other issue that was plaguing us, where I had set the new order here into 1 instead of I. So it should be I to get the index instead of setting it into 1. So save that. And then now if you drag and drop, then it should reorder, as you can see right there. Fantastic. So we are moving along quite well. And in the next video, we're going to begin working on the board so that we can actually see the columns that we have in each board.